only people on it. This must be what it's like to be rich and famous and have your own boat.
It is exactly like a private boat. Harbour, and it's starting to get pretty rocky already, although it's it doesn't appear to be too rough today, the sea, but there's definitely some waves. And bearing in mind
waves. You've got no sea legs whatsoever.
Bearing in mind well, you'll know by now if you've been watching us, I only have to look at a boat and I turn green, so I'm just pleased that this only takes 15 minutes and then we're going to be back on dry land. Right, so it's my birthday tomorrow, but we've got some funny weather that's coming our way. Showers,
some rain, and a bit cooler.
So a day early, although by the time you watch this, because of the power of YouTube, it will probably have been my birthday yesterday. So
it's just confusing.
It is confusing, but that's how these things work. So today we're making the most of the really, really nice weather. Where are we?
Los Lobos.
Somewhere we've not been before and somewhere we've not featured on the channel, but really looking forward to this, so yeah.
Do you know what Los Lobos means?
Well, it translates as Island of the Wolves, but we've since discovered it doesn't actually mean that, so the translation is linked to the fact that sea lions used to inhabit the island, although they don't anymore.
I seem to remember there was a group called Los Lobos around in the 80s or 90s. I think they were a one-hit wonder. I don't know if they were Mexican or South American, but I'm sure there's other people that probably remember it.
It's a very obscure fact.
Yeah, well, I'm up on my trivial nonsense. Lobos is a protected conservation area with a maximum capacity of 200 people. You must get a free permit online before you visit. You don't need to print the permit, but make sure you have it saved on your phone. The map shows a circular hiking route starting from the visitor centre. It doesn't really matter which way round you go, but the only toilets are found here at the start. Don't forget to take plenty of water, a hat and sunscreen. The hiking trail is very exposed with no shelter from the sun.
So this is El Puertito. This is the area of the island that has the few buildings. You'll read different things online about Lobos. Some say it's uninhabited. I think the reality is there's actually under 10 people, somewhere between sort of 4 and 10 people that actually live on the island permanently. And there is a small restaurant here. If you come in the summer months, this is where most people would head straight to when they get off the ferry. And it would be very, very popular, but obviously at the moment it's extremely quiet here.
Our first sight of Lanzarote since we got in.
It's quite a clear day actually, you might be able to see it as well on the camera, but we can just about see over the ocean there.
Buenas tardes. I feel like I'm working in an ice cream kiosk. Would you like a Mr. Whippy?
It is supposed to be a really good place if you are into bird watching. To bring your binoculars. There are quite a lot of rare birds, I think, on the island, and there's an area where they nest as well, I think between sort of February and May, something like that, but there's loads on here.
I've seen some of these though on our island when I've been out running and stuff, like whatever that is, some sort of eagle or hawk, and white egret heron.
Is the hoopoe on there?
The hoopoe isn't on there, is it? That's like Woody Woodpecker, it looks like.
Yeah, a smaller version. So we've just stopped to have a bit of lunch right by the lighthouse. That's the best spot to get a great view over towards Lanzarote. Really beautiful.
It's lovely, but we were joined by a few cheeky visitors, weren't we?
Yeah, there was a few lizards that fancied the look of our salads.
Yeah.
But we had to kind of shoo away.
They weren't, well, they wouldn't be shooed.
No, they weren't taking no for an answer. Never mind. We managed to eat more of our salads than they did in the end.
Yeah.
That's the turning point, so that's the most northern point of Lobos. We're now going to start the walk back towards the boat, so it's probably going to take us about an hour. It's quite warm. The sign says 50 minutes, but obviously we want to stop and take some photos and video on the way back.
Yeah.
But plenty of time to get back for the last ferry, which is 5 p.m.
Yeah, let's get going.
This is probably my favourite part of the trail. The water and the waves in the distance are just incredible. And there's you can see the sea spray coming off. I don't know if we'll be able to pick it up on camera, but it just kind of spreads all over the trail as you walk past as well.
It smells very seaweedy.
It does, yeah. So we've made it to Playa Concha, which is the really lovely little beach area. It's pretty close back to the jetty where the boat lands, so
yeah, another 10 minutes or so we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. But this is a really nice place to stop off, particularly at the end of a walk, because you can dip your feet in the sea. The water's really clear, so next time we come we should bring the snorkeling gear.
Yeah.
And have a little bit of time on the beach as well.
Good idea. I mean, this place has just exceeded all my expectations, and yours as well, I think. We've been talking about coming here on and off since we moved here, so for 3 years, and we've never done it. And I had no idea how beautiful it was.
Tourists can visit Lobos from Coralejo for €15 return per person. Residents pay €12. You can choose from a larger boat like the one we used, or a smaller water taxi. Tickets are available from the kiosks on the harbour, or you can purchase online like we did to get a small discount. The timetable offers a number of different departures each day, and if you are coming over from Lanzarote, then a couple of them match up well with the Playa Blanca to Coralejo ferry. You'll find some useful website links in the video description below. Well, thanks for joining us for an amazing afternoon on Isla de Lobos. It's been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who enjoys being out in nature or walking or hiking or all of those things, this is the ideal place to do it.
Absolute must do. Great place to come and have a bit of a relaxing time on the beach, do a bit of snorkeling as well. Really, really recommend it. We've definitely had a great time, and we'll be back, I'm sure, at some point. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because we've got loads more videos like this of places that you can enjoy on holiday here in Fuerteventura or Lanzarote. So we'll see you again soon for another video.
See you next time.
Bye.